Hello children, how are you? Very good. Now we are going to study Unit 14, same lesson, circulation in animals. Circulation in animals. Already we studied circulation in animals. Yes, yesterday also, day before yesterday also, I taught. Yes, now also we will study circulation of animals. Circulation in animals. Types of blood circulation. Okay, types of blood circulation. Types of blood circulation. What is blood circulation? What is blood circulation? Blood circulates in our body as oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. The blood taking oxygen and supply all part of the body and collect deoxygenated blood and give to the heart. That is circulation, blood circulation. Now we have to see types of blood circulation. Types of blood circulation. What are the types? Systemic circulation, pulmonary circulation, coronary circulation. How many types? 3 types of blood circulation. First one is systemic circulation, pulmonary circulation, coronary circulation. Everybody see the picture. You can see? Everybody see properly? Pulmonary and systemic circulations. Pulmonary and systemic circulations. Heart is there. Pulmonary veins are there. Systemic veins. Systemic and pulmonary. Now, what is systemic circulation? What is systemic circulation? Circulation of oxygenated blood from the left ventricle of heart to various organs of the body and return of deoxygenated blood to the right atrium. Oxygenated blood taking from the lungs and that one supply all part of the body after return of deoxygenated blood to the right atrium. Here left ventricle, started from the left ventricle. Already we studied auricle ventricles, 4 chambers, 2 auricles up, 2 ventricles down. That like 4 chambers in the heart. Okay, now the oxygenated blood started from left ventricle. See the left ventricle. Everybody see the picture. Where is left ventricle? Left ventricle. That oxygenated blood will start. That will go to the all parts of the body and return of deoxygenated blood to the right atrium. Aorta carries oxygenated blood to all organs of the body. See the picture, aorta. Aorta. Yes, aorta. Yesterday also I taught aorta. That aorta carries oxygenated blood. That oxygenated blood going to all part of the body, all organs of the body. That is systemic circulation. Systemic circulation. Everybody see the picture. See properly. Left atrium, left ventricle, aorta to systemic arteries, systemic veins. Systemic veins, systemic arteries. That all are together called systemic circuit. Left atrium, left ventricle, aorta, systemic vein. These all are called systemic circuit. This systemic circuit carry oxygenated blood and return deoxygenated blood. Okay, this is systemic circulation. Have you understand systemic circulation? Have you understand? Yes. Next one, pulmonary circulation. Everybody see the picture. Pulmonary circulation. Pulmonary circulation. See the picture. Pulmonary vein. You have to see the pulmonary vein. Pulmonary arteries. Right atrium. Right ventricles. These all together make a circuit, that is a pulmonary circuit. These all are pulmonary circuit. Okay, what is pulmonary circulation? The path of pulmonary circulation start in the right ventricle. See the right ventricle. Everybody see the picture. Right, where is right ventricle? Yes, right ventricle is there. The path of pulmonary circulation start in the right ventricle. Pulmonary artery arises from the right ventricle and reaches the lungs with deoxygenated blood. Pulmonary artery arises from the right ventricle and reaches lungs to deoxygenated blood. Okay, pulmonary artery arises from the right ventricle and reach to the lungs, that is deoxygenated blood. Okay, that is a pulmonary circulation. Pulmonary veins collect oxygenated blood from the lungs and supply it to the left atrium of the heart. Pulmonary veins collect the oxygenated blood from the lungs and supplies it to the left atrium of the heart. That means that one started from the right ventricle. Started from the right ventricle. That one going to all part of the body and that one going to the lungs. That lungs, that vein, pulmonary vein collect oxygenated blood from the lungs and supply it to the left atrium. See, where is left atrium? Left atrium. First started right ventricle and going to the lungs and there get oxygenated blood and give to the right atrium. Have you understand? This is a circuit. First right ventricle started the deoxygenated blood, that one going to the lungs. After there oxygenated blood get, after you that one give to the right atrium. Right atrium. Okay, that is the pulmonary circulation completed. Circulation. Pulmonary circulation means pulmonary artery arises from the right ventricle and reaches the lungs with deoxygenated blood. The pulmonary veins collect oxygenated blood from the lungs and supply it to the left atrium of the heart. Have you understand everybody? Pulmonary circulation. Next one, third type, coronary circulation. Coronary circulation. What is coronary circulation? Coronary, that the supply of blood to the heart muscle is called coronary circulation. That means heart, already we studied, the heart muscles are called cardiac muscle. Heart muscles are called cardiac muscle. The cardiac muscle get blood from the heart. Yes, get blood from the heart. That means the supply of blood to the heart muscles is called coronary circulation. Simply that from the heart blood is coming, supply to the muscles, cardiac muscles. Okay, supply to the cardiac muscles. That circulation is called coronary circulation. Have you understand? The supply of blood to the heart muscle is called coronary circulation. Cardiac muscles receive oxygenated blood from coronary arteries that originate from the aortic arc. Aortic arc. Coronary arteries that originate from the aortic arc. From where? This start from aortic arc. Deoxygenated blood from the cardiac muscle drain into the right atrium by the coronary sinuses. First, the cardiac muscle receive oxygenated blood from the coronary arteries that originate from the aorta. Deoxygenated blood from the cardiac muscle drains into right atrium by coronary sinuses. From aorta, taking the oxygenated blood, after collecting deoxygenated blood, give to the atrium, right atrium, that is coronary circulation. That is coronary circulation. Have you understand, everybody? 3 types of blood circulation. One is systemic circulation, pulmonary circulation, coronary circulation. Systemic circulation, pulmonary circulation, coronary circulation. Next one, the same one, when the blood circulates twice through the heart in one complete cycle is called double circulation. What is double circulation? When the blood circulates twice through the heart in one complete cycle. Through the heart, one complete cycle. That is called double circulation. Twice, circulate twice. Blood circulate twice through the heart. Blood circulate twice through the heart in one complete cycle. That is called double circulation. In double circulation, the oxygenated blood do not mix with the deoxygenated blood. Double circulation, oxygenated, deoxygenated blood do not mix. That is separate only. Next one, single circulation. Double circulation. Next one, single circulation. What is single circulation? Some animals that oxygenated and deoxygenated blood are mixed and pass through the heart only once. Oxygenated blood and deoxygenated blood mixed and pass through the heart only one time. That is called single circulation. That means we studied double circulation, single circulation. Double circulation, that small animals only. Single circulation, fish, amphibian, certain rabbits also. Okay, everybody understand these types of circulation? Next we have to see, now we can see heartbeat. Do you know heartbeat? Anybody had? Anybody touch and saw heartbeat? Yes, everybody know. In the chest place you are keeping your hand, sound coming. Yes, tap tap, sound coming. Yes, that is a heartbeat. Contraction and relaxation. One complete contraction and one complete relaxation of atrium, that is called heartbeat. What is heartbeat? One complete contraction and relaxation of the atrium and ventricle of the heart constitute heartbeat. Contraction. What is contraction? Contract, surungudal. That is in another name systole. Contraction, another name systole. Relaxation, another name, diastole. Diastole, relaxation. That means one complete contraction and relaxation of the atrium and ventricles of the heart constitute heartbeat. Have you understand what is heartbeat? Contraction and relaxation of atrium and ventricle, one complete, one time. That is called heartbeat. The heart normally beat 70 to 75 times per minute. 1 minute 72 to 75 times per minute. Per minute 70 to 75 times the heart beating. It is a normal beat. Normal heartbeat 72 to 75 per minute. Okay. Now we have seen to initiation and conduction of heartbeat. Initiation and conduction of heartbeat. Initiation and conduction of heartbeat. The human heart is myogenic in nature. Contraction is initiated. Contraction is initiated by specialized portion of the heart muscle. Already we know heart muscles are specialized muscles. Specialized muscles, because contraction and relaxation going on, so that have specialized muscles are there. Contraction is initiated by specialized portion of heart muscles. The sinoatrial node. Sinoatrial node, which is the portion of specialized portion of heart muscle? Sinoatrial node. Sinoatrial node, which is situated in the wall of right atrium near the opening of superior vena cava. You know already superior vena cava, which place that situated, the opening of superior vena cava, that is in the right atrium. That place only sinoatrial node is present. Sinoatrial node is situated in the wall of right atrium near the opening of superior vena cava. Superior vena cava. The SA node. What is SA node? Sinoatrial node. SA node means what? Sinoatrial node. Sinoatrial node is broader at the top and tapering below. It is made up of thin fibers. It is made up of thin fibers. Sinoatrial node act as a pacemaker. Pacemaker of heart. Pacemaker of heart. Sinoatrial node act as a pacemaker of heart, because it is capable of initiating impulse which can stimulate the heart muscles to contract. This one initiate the heart muscles to contract. The impulse from the sinoatrial nodes spread as a wave of contraction over the right and left atrial wall, pushing the blood through atrioventricular valves into the ventricle. The impulse from the sinoatrial node spread as a wave. One impulse coming like a wave from the sinoatrial node. That wave of contraction over the right atrium and left atrium, that pushing the blood into the ventricle through atrioventricular valves. Atrioventricular valves. Yeah, that before day we studied atrioventricular valves in between the atrium and ventricle. So that impulse coming from the sinoatrial node, the wave contraction coming and pushing through the atrioventricular valves and that all blood going into the ventricles. The wave of contraction from SA node reaches the atrioventricular node. The wave contraction from SA node reaches atrioventricular node, which is situated to emit an impulse of contraction spreading to the ventricular muscle via atrioventricular bundle and Purkinje fibers. Purkinje fibers. That like this initiation of contraction of heartbeat. Next one, we have to see pulse. Pulse. Had about pulse? Everybody had about pulse? Yes. Nadi tudipu. Yes. When the heart beats, the blood is forced into the arteries. Blood is forced into the arteries. The expansion of the artery, every time the blood is forced into it, is called pulse. The force of blood enter into the artery, that making the force is called pulse. It can be felt by placing the fingertip on the artery near the wrist. You know wrist? In our hand wrist? You know, some doctors keeping the finger like this in the wrist, you know, that is pulse. The doctor saw the pulse. Okay, normal pulse ranges from 70 to 90 per minute. 70 to 90 per minute. 70 to 90 per minute. What is the normal ranges of pulse? 70 to 90 per minute. 70 to 90 per minute. Okay, everybody understand, children? Next one, we have to see cardiac cycle. Cardiac cycle. You can see the picture. Can you see? Yes. Cardiac cycle. Cardiac cycle. Cardiac cycle. What is cardiac cycle? The sequence of events occurring from the beginning to the completion of one heartbeat. What is cardiac cycle? The beginning to the completion of one heartbeat. The sequence of events occurring from the beginning to the completion of one heartbeat is called cardiac cycle. One heartbeat. Completion of one heartbeat is called cardiac cycle. During cardiac cycle, blood flows through the chambers of heart in a specific direction. Every direction, not specific direction, the blood flows through the chambers. Each cardiac cycle lasts about 0.8 second. How many second total period of one cycle? 0.8 second. 0.8 second. That is a cardiac cycle period of one cardiac cycle. Period of cardiac one cycle 0.8 second. That cardiac cycle divided into three. One is arterial systole. Second one is ventricular systole. Third one is ventricular diastole. Arterial systole, ventricular systole, ventricular diastole. What is arterial systole? Arterial systole, contraction of articles. Contraction of articles 0.1 second. Ventricular systole, contraction of ventricles 0.3 seconds. Ventricular Diastole, relaxation of ventricles. Arterial systole means contraction of auricles. Ventricular systole means contraction of ventricles. And ventricular diastole is relaxation of ventricles. Okay. Arterial systole 0.1 second, ventricular systole 0.3 second, ventricular diastole 0.4 second. Totally one cycle 0.8 seconds. Have you understand, children? Cardiac cycle. What is cardiac cycle? The sequence of event occurring from the beginning to the completion of one heartbeat. Completion of one heartbeat is called cardiac cycle. That cardiac cycle lasts about 0.8 seconds. Cardiac cycle, blood flows through chambers of heart in the specific direction. Cardiac cycle, 3 types. One is arterial systole, ventricular systole, ventricular diastole. Yes, have you understand? Now we have to see heart sound. Heart sound. Any sound you had? Sound you had any sound? Lap, tap, lap, tap, lap, tap. Any sound you had? Any sound? Rhythmic sound coming. Yes? Heart sound. That rhythmic closure and opening of the valves cause the sound of heart. Opening and closing the valves. Opening time one sound coming, closing time one sound coming. That rhythmic closure and opening of the valves cause the sound of heart. Sound of heart. Sound of heart. The first sound L-U-B-B, that is lub, is a longer duration. Is the longer duration and is produced by closure of tricuspid and bicuspid valve. Closure of tricuspid and bicuspid valve after the beginning of ventricular systole. Have you understand? What is the first sound? L-U-B-B, lub. That is a longer duration. It is produced by closure of tricuspid and closure of bicuspid valves after beginning of the ventricular systole. Okay? Ventricular systole, lub, the sound longer duration. Second one, the second sound, that is D-U-P-P, dub. Lub, dub, lub, dub. Yes? Dub is of the shorter duration and produced by the closure of semilunar valves. Here, closure of semilunar valves at the end of ventricular systole. At the end of ventricular systole, the closure of semilunar valve. Semilunar valve closure. That is a second sound. First sound, opening. First sound, closure of tricuspid and bicuspid valve. Second sound, it is a shorter duration produced by closure of semilunar valves. Semilunar valves. Okay. Next we have to see blood pressure. Blood pressure. Anybody had about blood pressure? Yes, somebody have low pressure, high pressure. That like we had. Yes. Blood pressure had. Yes. Yes. Blood pressure is a force exerted during the flow of blood against the lateral wall of arteries. Lateral wall of arteries. The blood pressure is high in the arteries, gradually drops in the arterioles and capillaries and become very low in veins. That means high pressure in the arteries, next arterioles, next capillaries, next very low in veins. The pressure, the arteries have oxygenated blood. The oxygenated blood and foods also, nutrient all are mixed in the arteries that have high pressure. After that go into the arterioles, little less. Next capillaries. Next become very low in veins. So blood pressure is usually expressed in terms of the systolic pressure and diastolic pressure. Systolic pressure and diastolic pressure. Two type of pressure. Systolic pressure and diastolic pressure. What is systolic pressure? During ventricular systole, the left ventricle contracts and force blood into the aorta. The pressure rises to the peak, which is referred as systolic pressure. When the ventricle contracts, ventricles have blood, good bloods are there, that contracting time the bloods are going fast to the aorta. The pressure rises to a peak, that means highest pressure in the aorta, which is referred as systolic pressure. That is called systolic pressure. Next one, diastolic pressure. What is diastolic pressure? Diastolic pressure, during diastole, the ventricle relax. The pressure falls into the lowest value, which is referred as diastolic pressure. What is diastolic pressure? The ventricles relax. The pressure falls. Systolic pressure means the ventricle pushing the blood to the aorta very fast. That time the pressure also more. Here systolic pressure means, here during the diastole the ventricles relax. That time ventricle contract. Here diastolic pressure, that is ventricle relax, the pressure falls. Pressure falls to the lowest value. Which is referred as diastolic pressure. Next, in a healthy adult during normal resting condition, systolic and diastolic blood pressure is expressed as 120 mm per 80 mm Hg. It is a normal blood pressure. 120 mm per 80 mm Hg. It is a normal blood pressure. Blood pressure varies during condition of physical exercise, anxiety, emotion, stress, sleep. That pressure varies during condition. That means physical exercise doing that time, more pressure. Anxiety, more pressure. Emotion, more pressure. Stress, sleep, that also different. The various pressure are in that time. A prolonged or constant evolution of blood pressure is condition known as hypertension. What is hypertension? More tension, that is a hypertension. Yes, that is high blood pressure. Hypertension, high blood pressure. High blood pressure. Hypotension, low blood pressure. That means hypertension means increase the risk of heart attack and stroke. Hypertension can increase the risk of heart. Increase the risk of heart. Hypotension means decrease in blood pressure is termed as hypotension. Increase blood pressure, that is hypertension. Decrease in blood pressure, that is hypotension. Okay, hypotension, hypertension, have you understand? Hypertension means high blood pressure, hypotension means low blood pressure. Have you understand, children? Yes. Next, we have to see stethoscope. Stethoscope. Anybody saw stethoscope? Yes. Everybody saw. Yes. Where did you see? Where did you see? Yes, in the hospital. The stethoscope is used to detect the sound produced by internal organ of human body. Internal organ of human body. Detect the sound produced by internal organ of human body. The heart sound is heard by placing the stethoscope on the chest. Yes, doctor keeping the stethoscope on the chest. That time, that doctor diagnostic the what are the problems, what are the problems are there, what is the disease, that like diagnosing. Okay, that is sound also coming. Anybody saw anybody doing that one? Anybody keep the hair and doing that one? Stethoscope, you detect the sound produced by internal organs of human body. We are breathing, the heartbeat, that sound also we can hear. Okay, the heart sound is heard by placing stethoscope on the chest. It is useful diagnostic tool and identify and localize health problem and diagnose disease. Localize health problem, diagnose disease. The modern electronic stethoscope are high precision instrument. That electronic stethoscope also there, that is high level. See the picture, that parts also see, air tips, binaural spring, latex free PVC tubing, bell, drum, non-chill ring, high frequency sound, diaphragm sound coming, chest piece. Okay, yes, everybody see properly, the parts also see properly, stethoscope. Okay, next we have to see sphygmomanometer. Sphygmomanometer, these also everybody know. Everybody went hospital. Yes or no? You saw? Already you saw. Yes. Sphygmomanometer. Sphygmomanometer. That two type. One is monometric. Another one is digital. Monometric means that scale like given. This digital means that digital number given. Type blood pressure apparatus. Blood pressure apparatus. Now we will see about sphygmomanometer. Sphygmomanometer is clinical instrument used to measure blood pressure. Used to measure blood pressure. It is a instrument. It is a clinical instrument. It measuring the blood pressure. When a person is in a relaxed and resting condition, the blood measure the blood pressure. To measure blood pressure when a person in a relaxed and resting condition, the pressure of the branchial artery is measured. It helps to estimate the state of blood circulation and working of the heart. What is the use of this one? It helps to estimate the state of blood circulation. Estimate the state of blood circulation and the working of the heart. Another one, it helps to diagnose condition such as increased or decreased blood pressure. Estimate the state of blood circulation, working of the heart. Another one, diagnose the high blood pressure and low blood pressure. Okay, high blood pressure and low blood pressure. Two type of instruments are there, monometric and modern digital types are the apparatus used to measure the blood pressure. Two type of, first monometric, the old one, that is modern, that is a digital type. Yes. Next we have to see blood groups. We have to see blood groups. The concepts of blood grouping was developed Carl Landsteiner. He identified blood groups A, B, O and AB. That like A group individuals, antigen A. B group individual, antigen B. AB group individual, antigen A and B. O group individual, antigen A and B are absent. That means no antigens. Next we will see the blood donation. Somebody donate the blood. Yes? Anybody donated blood? Somebody receive blood. Somebody any problem means receiving the blood. Yes? Receiving blood, donating the blood. Yes? In blood transfusion, one must consider the antigen and antibody compatibility. That one, compatibility means matching between the donor and person receiving blood. Recipient and donor, the blood will match. Otherwise, not that means problem. When an individual receives a mismatched blood group from the donor, clumping of blood occurs in the body which lead to death. Understand? Mismatched blood means which lead to death. Matched blood only will give to others. Matched blood. Mismatched blood giving means the people will die. So, person with AB blood group called universal recipient. That means they can receive blood from person with any blood group. Universal recipient means they can receive blood from person with any blood group. Next one, universal donor. What is universal donor? Person with O blood group are called universal donor. That means what? Universal donor means they can donate blood to person with any blood group. That O blood group person give to any blood group. They can donate blood to person with any blood group. That is called universal donors. Universal donors. Next one, RH factors. What is RH factors? Who discovered RH factors? RH factors was discovered by Landsteiner and Weiner in 1940 in rhesus monkey. One monkey name is rhesus monkey. That scientist discovered from here only. The surface of RBC contain antigen for RH factor, RH positive. Person have RH antigen of the surface of RBC. RH negative do not have RH antigen on the surface of RBC. Antibodies developed against RH antigen is called RH antibodies. RH antibodies. That means RH positive, RH negative, RH antibodies. RH antibodies. Next we have see the table. Distribution of antigen, RBC and antibody plasma in different blood groups. First blood group AB, A, B, O. Antigens, antigen A, antigen B, antigen AB. Antibodies in plasma, antibodies in plasma. AB have no antibody, A have B antibody, B have A antibody. O have both A and B antibody. Can donate to, can give blood to AB. A blood group means A and AB blood group we can give. B means B and AB. O means AB, O all. So only it is a donor. It is a donor. Can receive blood from AB means AB, O. That means it is a universal receiver. So AB, O. These all are mingled in the AB. AB all receive. Okay. Next one A and O, B and O only. Okay. Yes. Next we have to see lymphatic system. Lymphatic system. Lymph. Have you heard about the word lymph? Lymph from the intracellular spaces drain into lymphatic capillaries. That is a fluid. Lymph is a colorless fluid. What is lymph? Lymph is a colorless fluid. That in Tamil, Neena neer. Okay. That lymph is a colorless fluid formed when the plasma, protein and blood cells escape into intercellular spaces in the tissues through the pores present in the walls of capillaries. Present in the lymphatic capillaries. Everybody see the picture? See the picture. Palatine, tonsil, lymph node, right lymphatic duct, spleen, thoracic duct, inguinal lymph node, thymus, cervical lymph node. So, lymphatic capillaries unite to form large lymphatic vessels, lymph nodes. Lymphatic vessels, lymph nodes are small oval or pear-shaped structure located along the length of lymphatic vessels. Length of lymphatic vessels. Next, we have to see function of lymph. Function of lymph. Function of lymph. What are the functions? It is useful for us. It is very important for us. Supplies nutrient and oxygen to those parts where blood cannot reach. Which part blood cannot reach? That part this lymph supplying the nutrient and oxygen. In our body, some part blood not enter, not going to that part. That part the limbs giving the nutrient and oxygen. Next one, it drains away excess tissue fluid. It drains away excess tissue fluid and metabolites and returns protein to the blood from tissue spaces. Tissue spaces, the protein, metabolite and return protein to the blood from tissue spaces. This tissue spaces also the fluid going. Next point, the lymph also carries absorbed fat. Lymph also carries absorbed fat from small intestine to the blood. From small intestine to blood. Absorbed. Lymph also carries absorbed fat from the small intestine to the blood. The lymphatic capillaries, intestinal villi, digested food absorbing. The villi also absorbing the digested food. It is in the small intestine. Small intestine. Okay. Absorbed fat. Lymph also absorbed fat. Next, lymphocytes in the lymph defend the body from infection. Sometimes got infection, some injury, that infection, that time the lymphocyte in the lymph defend the body from infection. The lymphocyte in the lymph defend the body from the infection. So, functions of lymph, these are functions of lymphs. Okay, this lesson completed. Okay children, this lesson full completed. So, you will study this all, transportation in plants and circulation in animals. Unit 14, full lesson you read. Inside the lesson you fill up small questions, read this all properly. Okay, big words are there. You write and see the spelling. Draw the picture properly. Draw and see. These are your work. Okay. Now I will give the homework. Make any 10 fill in the blanks in this portion. I taught today this portion. Make 10 fill in the blanks. Okay. Write properly. Correct fill in the blanks. Write it. Okay. One assignment I will give. Assignment, type of blood circulation. Draw and write systemic and pulmonary circulation picture you draw and write that all types. Okay, write all types of blood circulation. Okay, everybody write neatly, assignment write neatly. Okay children.